Music producers, I got posed a question this week within the comments on Airbit. Should you be focusing on one or multiple genres when making beats and trying to sell them in the marketplace? Let's talk about it.
Airbit.com.
Music producers, when you first get started putting your beats up online, it's very tempting for you to kind of step out of your own comfort zone. It's very tempting for you to look at the charts and see the things that are very relevant, the beats that are selling the most, and you start to feel like, you know what, even though I'm known for this style, and this style is not necessarily at the top of the charts, I kind of want to start making other genres and mixing it together. Some of you are in a different situation where you say, you know what, I've been making trap beats for so long, I just want to do something new. I think there's a benefit and a downfall on each side. There's a pro and con to each one of those scenarios. Here are the pros of stepping out of your comfort zone. When you're constantly stepping out of your comfort zone, when you're constantly finding ways to grow your craft, it'll keep you excited about the process. It'll also keep your customers excited because they feel like you're not here to stay stagnant. However, let's flip side that. The con of that is if you build a strong rapport and a strong following making a certain sound and you completely abandon it, customers feel like you've abandoned them. This is part of your brand, right? Now, when we talk about brand, use another word for brand is reputation. When your reputation is this, you decide, you know what, on a whim, I just want to switch my whole style up, people feel abandoned. I don't know if you ever heard about it, but Coca-Cola one time, and not that long ago, actually tried to change the color of their cans or soda cans in their logo, and people were outraged. They were going crazy. They were burning things down. No, they weren't burning, but they was going crazy, right? And Coca-Cola was so scared of losing business because people were going to boycott them that they literally pulled back from even putting it out there. Why would they even do that? Why does it even matter what some influencers say about that? Because their brand is so strong that if they abandon it completely, people will fall by the wayside and feel betrayed. They'll feel like they don't even matter anymore. So in your effort to evolve, make sure that you're making educated risk. You're taking educated risk and you're making these evolutions that actually make sense. I remember one time, and I don't mean to put them on blast because I'm a fan of you, Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper decided we're getting a lot of word from our customers that say they love to enjoy barbecue ribs with our Dr. Pepper. So somebody in the marketing department thought, let's make Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. Now, that may sound excellent on paper, but when I put it on an actual rib, back when I had it, it wasn't so delicious, and I wasn't the only one that felt that way. And what happened was they tried to expand their brand into another place, hoping that it would give them another notch in their bottom line, another stream of revenue, and it ended up hurting them. Now, an example of an expansion that makes sense, because really when you're talking about making multiple genres, you're talking about expanding your brand. That's why I'm giving you these examples. An example of one that worked, Planters Peanuts. We all know them for making peanuts or whatnot, right? They decided, let's make peanut butter. Why not? That's a genius idea. It ended up being very successful for them because it's a natural transition. People who like, peanuts more than likely are cool with peanut butter. But they didn't say, hey, we're Planters Peanuts. You know what? Let's make some chapstick, some Planters chapstick. And it's like, well, people like the taste of peanut butter on their lips. Why not chapstick? No, that is terrible reasoning. And that's what some of the producers sound like out here when you say, well, everything's just kicking snares. Why can't I go and just make a bunch of pop beats when I'm known for making, these very dark trap beats? Because you are now mixing together two different demographics that typically don't see eye to eye. They typically clash on their preferences. And then also too, take care of the customers that have taken care of you, that even give you the opportunity to go into other genres. Look, I'm not saying do not dabble. I'm not saying don't try something, right? I'm just saying do not abandon your core brand value, your core brand beliefs, I should say. Do not abandon that. That is your bread and butter. As you start to continue to provide that, sure, add other elements that may prepare them for a dramatic shift. Maybe if you decide to rebrand, but don't completely abandon what you came here for and what you're known for. Try it out, but don't abandon your bread and butter. Music producers, what do you think? We want to hear from you. Go comment below whether or not you think it's very wise for music producers to basically get out here and make multiple genres. What does actually work for you? We encourage conversation below. Please jump in the comments. If you have any questions, please send them in and we'll try to address them in future videos. Once again, this is Curtis King at Airbit.com. Have a good one.
Airbit.com.
Music producers, don't forget to subscribe to the Airbit channel right now.